What's up, guys? This is Justin, and I've got another great episode in store for you today. I've got a special guest who's going to tell us what's going on with the real estate market. Guys, this is a good one. Don't miss it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Justin Ford Podcast, where I'll be releasing life-changing principles and valuable information focused on all things faith, finance, family, fitness, real estate, and so much more. Let's go! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Justin Ford Podcast. Super excited to be with you here again today, and I hope you've been doing great since the last episode. If you're loving the show, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform, and if you're really loving the show, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. If you haven't followed me yet on social media, you can at The Official Justin Ford. Again, at The Official Justin Ford. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, X, and also here on YouTube. And would love to hear back from you. Got another great episode in store for you today. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by my friends over at Nextdoor Lending. Nextdoor Lending is a team of professionals that believe everyone should be treated as if they live next door. The founders and team members have more than 150 years of combined loan experience helping clients all over the country choose the best loan program to help you accomplish your goals. Nextdoor Lending is currently licensed in over 26 states and has a team of over 100 loan officers specializing in helping you get the best rate and terms. And so whether you're looking to refinance your home or you're looking to purchase your next home, call my friends over at Nextdoor Lending today at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. And speaking of Nextdoor Lending, we actually have Vincent Kondur from Nextdoor Lending in the building. Welcome back to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Looking dapper than ever.
Thank you.
This guy was like, listen, I'm just letting you know, I got an event today and I'm coming crispy. I said, bring it, buddy.
Okay.
Looking good, man.
Thank you, sir.
Looking good.
I appreciate it.
How you doing? How's everything been going?
Everything is okay. Can't complain.
Yeah.
Purchase season is here. The market's crazy.
It's underway.
Lots going on.
Yeah. We're going to talk a lot about that today because I know, we love having you guys on a regular basis because the industry and the market is shifting and changing on a regular basis. And I know, like, even, where was it? I was somewhere the other day and someone, people always ask me because they know I'm in real estate, how's the market? That's the question. How's the market? Are rates good? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? I mean, it's always a good time to buy and it's always a good time to sell. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't come with challenges.
Yes.
And we know that there's a lot of things that drive the market. There's a lot of things that drive especially the mortgage market, which then affects the real estate side. It all goes together. And I really want to talk about a lot of that today, just because I believe, there's agents that listen. There's people that own homes that listen. There's people that are thinking about buying homes that are listening. And we really want to talk about all that today. And so, here we are, we're in the second quarter. For us on the real estate side, it was a slow winter, at least here in Michigan, man. It was cold, it was snowy, and what I've noticed in my career is when we have rough winters, things tend to slow down. Did you guys experience that on the mortgage side as well?
So we have a privilege of being licensed in a lot of states.
Right.
So in Michigan, yes, to answer your question.
Yep.
Across the country, it's been pretty stable. We've been pretty busy. Mm-hmm. On our side, it's a little different because the number of loan originators who renewed their license from 25 coming into 26 is down substantially. And the same with agents. So market share is there for the taking.
Right.
The demand is still there, but obviously prices and rates and all of that factor into it. So I would say we stayed pretty steady overall.
Yeah. I want to just touch on what you just said. How many loan officers or mortgage brokers would you say didn't renew? Is there a number, a percentage?
I think the last I checked, and don't quote me on this, but I believe it's under 100,000 loan officers right now across the country. And prior to that, we were at 110 or 115,000.
Okay.
So that's a nice drop.
10 to 15,000.
Yes.
That's
just
like
exited the business or just didn't renew.
That's like 10 to 15%.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about like a couple of years ago when things were really hitting. Like, what has it gotten up to? Like, where, when
a lot. I mean, this is one of those businesses where if depending on the market, you can come into this industry and do very well for yourself. And at its peak, I believe 150, 160,000.
Wow.
Especially when rates hit 2-3%. I mean, everybody's getting a loan. It's not really challenging. So why not?
Yeah. So yeah, just like real estate, people come and go so much that if things are great, well, let's just go get the real estate license. And when it's not, I'm out of here.
Right.
And I remember, Jeff Glover has what he calls these Glover-isms. And one of them is, the market doesn't determine your success. It's what you do that determines your success.
I'm a firm believer in that. Yeah.
And a lot of people think, well, oh man, it's tough. Or even when interest rates went up, or when they changed the whole NAR thing on buyer's commission, you had people leaving the business just because, it's going to be hard.
Right.
Well, it's always going to be hard.
Right.
You just got to pivot and you got to make some changes.
Right.
So first quarter was slow, definitely here in Michigan. Things have started to pick up. Let's talk about, obviously there's other things that factor in to where we are today. Maybe it's nicer with weather, but we know like now people are like, well, there's potential war. There is war, economy, interest rates are going up. They're fluctuating. Where are we at right now as of today in the second quarter?
So as of the second quarter, to touch on the market, so a couple of things. One, we can't control the market.
Nope.
It is what it is.
Right.
Right now, this war in Iran is definitely not helping the market. And the reason for that is with us being at war, inflation goes up.
Yeah.
The price of gas goes up. As a country, we're very privileged. We're not going to have any issues with oil. However, about 20% of the oil flows to that area, that region. And when oil prices increase, our purchasing power also, goes down a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. And
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah, because there's factors, but I think the why behind it is important for people to know.
Sure. So after COVID, inflation has been a big concern for our economy. The Fed's printed a lot of money to help keep the economy afloat, and now we have to pay our bills. Yep. And when oil increases, it takes out of discretionary spending. Excuse me.
Yep.
You being able to go out, money you can use towards purchasing a home, it affects you and your budget. And oil typically needs to be around between $60 to about $85 a barrel for the economy to just kind of stay status quo. When it pushes over 100 and you're talking over $4 a gallon for gas, it affects everybody. It affects your supplies coming in, your grocery store prices. I mean, these are people shipping in items for you, you being able to get to work, daycare. I mean, everything, right? It might be cheaper for you to stay home and take care of your kids now than driving them to daycare. So it affects the economy as a whole. Yeah. And when that happens, inflation starts to tick back up, which scares the Fed. And then obviously you guys see that and think it's a bad time to buy or refi. And at the end of the day, look, you're not going to be able to time the market. Yeah. It is what it is, right? When you're driving home from work, just to talk about gas again, if you need gas, you're going to get gas.
You have to.
Can you wait till the next morning? Sure. Same thing with a house. Could you wait till next week to maybe start looking? Absolutely. But if you're a renter out there, your interest rate's 100%.
Yep.
So you might as well start looking.
Right.
And for those people kind of locked in at those very low rates during COVID, 2-3%, good for you. But at the end of the day, if that house is too big, the energy cost of you being able to maintain that and the taxes, you might as well downsize, sell. Sure, the rate on that's going to go up. But at the end of the day, you're also going to bank a whole lot of equity that you built over these last couple years. So go invest in your dream home, downsize. Let's keep it moving. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah. I mean, you usually hear that as the biggest fact. It's always interest rates.
It's always rates.
It's always rates, and very rarely do you ever hear that it's about price.
Very rare.
You know what I mean? And the one thing that I always say is, when you purchase a home, and if you're waiting for interest rates to come down, how many other people are waiting for interest rates to come down?
Right.
So you could get a lower interest rate, but if you have to pay more for the house, you can always refinance, but you can never renegotiate your purchase price after you buy it.
100%.
And so if somebody's going to buy a house and pay more, even if it's a lower interest rate, you're paying more in the long run, even if you did refinance, because if your sales price goes up, your taxes go up. Like, it's just crazy how backwards the thinking is about this interest rate thing.
Yes, and the crazy part is, I mean, I talk to buyers all the time, and I go through bank statements to see what they qualify for. I have to address a couple things, and to be vulnerable, I mean, the amount of discretionary spending on nonsense I see on bank statements when I talk to people who say they can't afford a payment, maybe $50 or $100 or $200 more. it's crazy because the amount of Starbucks, DoorDash that you see on there. And again, this is your personal life. Do what you want.
I was going to say, you don't want to look at my bank statements, Vince.
It's okay.
It's
like
Starbucks every day.
I listen, I have those charges too. But when you're looking at a house, an investment for your family, and you're saying you don't want a payment that's $50 or $100 more, I get it. But really think about what you're spending your money
true.
on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
It's a couple coffees. It's one less dinner a month that you go out to, which then gets you into a better school system, better home for the long run, a better investment overall. So think about that.
Yeah, I'm grateful that you just said that because it's so true. Like we'll complain about, I'm not even going to use the person's name. You know who it is.
Yes.
I'm not going to bring it up, but we were recently working with a buyer.
Yes.
You were representing the buyer on the mortgage. Joy was working with this person as a buyer, and they were complaining about they want their payment in a specific range.
Yes.
And then they're eating out 3 times a day.
3 times a day. And there's, ATM withdrawals to go to the casino on there. And it's like, okay, if this is what you want to do, that's fine.
But now we're talking, and this. But I know it's not just them. It's probably almost every buyer.
Right.
Like, oh, we want to save $100 or be at $200 cheaper. But like even for me, and I own my home and I'm happy with where I am as far as like I'm locked in. But if I was determining if I wanted to scale up, I do spend about $6 a day on a coffee.
Right.
And that's one of the things that like I love a cup of Starbucks every day. Thankfully, I'm not having to pinch pennies for it.
Sure.
But if I'm spending $6 a day, that's what is that? $35 a week.
Right.
Right. $40 a week.
Assuming
that's
you know on the weekend.
Yeah. What is that? $160 a month
On coffee.
on coffee. What would I rather have? A nicer house or coffee? At that point, I could just make my own coffee.
Right. And go back to mindset with that. You move to a better neighborhood. You feel better walking out of your house in the morning.
Right.
You're probably going to work a little bit harder. And when I say harder, I don't mean more hours, but more focused work where you're going to accomplish more. You may actually now get that raise you've been wanting, and it's all going to work out. So you got to look at it big picture and not just incremental month by month.
Now, do you have these conversations with your buyers?
Yes.
Because to me, I don't think we get it, right? Like as consumers, we don't really get what we're spending money on. Even for me, I look at, all the money that we spend for things like my daughter's college, all these other things, and the lifestyle that we have. If we really wanted to, we could be in a house, 5 times bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it makes you think, right? Like, what? Maybe having a bigger house, or not so much, but like an investment. Like you go out and get 3 investment homes if you wanted to. With, is it really worth all of these things that you're spending money on? And I love that you do that because it probably gets people to think. I remember one time John was speaking to our team, and he was like, same thing. This person was like, I don't know if I really want to buy this house. And then John said he did this exercise of like, well, listen, if we consolidate this, you pay off this and this, that, and the other, like even with a higher mortgage payment, you're going to save $600 a month.
Right.
Because if we eliminate some of these things, and they're like, oh, I never really looked at it like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so crazy that the average consumer just doesn't think that way.
Right. I think with our newer generation now, going through a bank statement, this is one thing my dad taught me, is to go through the bank statement at the end of the month. It takes 5 minutes. You get an email letting you know the statement's out. It's 30 days worth of charges. And if you're responsible with your money, it allocates it pretty well. And you can see. And when you go through your statement, how many of us have charges on there that are recurring? We don't even use, right? So, forget cutting out the coffee. Just the recurring charges of things you don't even use, or accounts that you set up that you haven't even logged in 6 months. Why do you have this? Just getting rid of that alone, I think awareness is the biggest piece. You just have to have awareness of where your things are going.
Yeah, yeah. And we just did that even with our business because, we teach that at Glover U is every year when you're coming into the new year, and you don't have to just wait a year, but you could do it every 6 months, is like, what do you absolutely need? What could you get away with not having? And what do you absolutely not need? And I think when we did this at our last quarterly meeting, our leadership meeting, we cut out over, I think it was like $1,500 a month in spend.
Yeah.
Of things
Crazy.
that we really didn't need or weren't using. Because now that $1,500 can go towards something else.
Right.
And so Joy and I are doing that right now. Our financial coach is having us do that as well. Is like, let's look at the personal. You know, like we've got a gym membership on there that for our daughter. She's at college. She doesn't even use it. That's $30 a month, right? Like it's all these different things.
It adds up.
It all adds up.
It adds up.
So when you're thinking about interest rate, because I think that's how we've been programmed. Interest rate, interest rate, interest rate. What are you spending your money on that you don't even think about? And could you get into a better home if you just change some things around?
Yeah, I mean, how many Amazon packages come to your house that you probably don't really need?
Right.
You know,
it's an addiction, man. Every time I get an Amazon package, I feel like it's Christmas morning.
No, listen.
Like I know it's in the box.
I know.
I
get
can't
them
wait
too.
to rip it open.
I know, and sometimes you forget what you even ordered.
Right, and you open it, you're all excited,
and then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then sometimes you open it, and you're like, well, I don't even know why I bought this.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Or like I've got one in my car right now that filters for my my cold plunge that didn't fit. Never sent them back.
Never sent them back.
They're in the back seat of my car. I was supposed to take them to UPS, and I never did.
Yep. And then you hear it rolling around, and then you just feel bad.
Dude,
and
I saw it this morning.
Yeah. So that's funny.
So where are we right now from an interest rate standpoint? Let's talk about like, you know, conventional versus FHA, jumbo.
Sure.
You know, really where are we at in the market, and where do you see us going into Q3 and Q4?
So to just give a little history, at the end of last year, beginning of this year, we were trending just under 6%.
We were going down.
We were going down.
Yep.
Okay.
That's conventional or FHA?
That's conventional.
Okay.
FHA trades closely to conventional, maybe about a quarter, 3/8 lower.
High fives then, right?
Yes, high fives. Yep, mid to high fives, correct. Now going into the second quarter, rates are in the mid sixes for conventional on average, so 6.5, 6, 7.
Yep.
And then FHA.
Did you just say 6, 7?
Yep, I did. No, I did.
If I didn't have a 12-year-old who says it to me every time, I wouldn't even have caught it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. And then I have FHA probably right around 6%, high fives right around 6. Now jumbo's its own animal. So jumbo, depending on what you're going to put down, is mid fives to just about low sixes, right around.
And what is that jumbo number now?
I can't remember the exact
number. I know
number.
It goes up every year, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a little over 600 if I'm wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't really work with a lot of jumbos personally, but yes, a little over 6 I think is where that limit is. Maybe it's even more.
Yeah.
But yes, so with rates, I think in the next couple months, depending on what's going to happen with the war, we should stay or come back down just a little bit and be right at 6. But again, with where costs have been, inflation needs to be addressed, and they're not going to come down until that.
What has to happen for this inflation to be addressed and go back to a place where it's more like it's not so much, let's say, getting better, you know, consistently, but where we're just kind of breaking even where we need to be? Like, what has to happen to get back to that?
I mean, to keep politics out of it from a personal level, it's really just cutting down on spending that's unnecessary, right? Because, I mean, inflation, if you look at just a household, all inflation is you are essentially starting to spend more than what you're bringing in, and you're leveraging credit a lot more. And when that happens, prices increase. And when you start cutting back on spending you don't need, that's really what's going to bring inflation down. Personally, I don't know, just live within your means, I guess, more, and don't focus so much on what you really need. I guess I don't know how to put that. Focus more so on what's immediate in front of you and not just wanting more, right?
Well, I think
be happy with what you have.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when things, I'd say from 2016 through COVID, the economy was great. So then people start to go create a lifestyle.
Correct.
That once things start to change, they can no longer really pay for.
Correct.
And now they need to start borrowing and doing all of those things.
Correct.
So then but how do you, yes, you can cut down on like certain spending, but if you're locked into like car loans and, you know, all these other things, how do you really change that? I mean, go make more money or, something.
Well, so, going back to if you've owned a house since 2016, 2018, and then you maybe took advantage of rates in the low 2s, it might make sense to maybe look at a refi, right? So look at a refinance, and yes, sure, the interest rate on the house is going to go up, but the car loans and the credit cards, you're probably at 15, 18%.
Yeah, if you could consolidate all
get
the
some
other
of those,
stuff.
Get some of that stuff paid off, or you got to sell it. I mean, what else are you going to do? Either you got to level up your skill or, pay it off and refi.
Yeah.
I would say refi.
Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And so that's where we are right now. Obviously, it's all going to be determining on what happens here in the next few months.
Sure.
So let's just say the whole war thing that's going on in Iran gets resolved. Does that automatically bring oil price? Here's what I think. I think they just use these different things just to raise the prices of oil. Because, I mean, does it really, like one thing goes wrong, oil shoots up. Like, is it really, or is it just leveraged? Because think about it, when gas prices, like what is it, a barrel right now? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it's like just about 80, maybe 90 a barrel.
Right now?
Yeah.
So, and when someone says a barrel, what is a barrel? Like, is it actually one of those barrels that you see?
Yeah, it's a barrel of gas. It's what they sell it for in the open market. Yeah.
And so like any little thing could move it. Like if gas prices go from $3 to $4 and it holds there for several months, that's billions of dollars. Billions, probably even more.
I mean, conspiracy theorists do say that because, I mean, our president does love the market. He does talk about that a lot.
Yep.
And the people around him are definitely getting very wealthy off of the oil. Russia for sure is getting wealthy off the oil. I mean, to get a little bit into politics, could it be more of an insider trading
like
thing?
A monopoly?
Sure, of
Let's
course.
just play the game.
Of course. But I mean, you have developing nations too that are entering the market now that require more oil. I mean, you think about it, just sitting in this room, there's every product in here uses oil at some capacity to make, plastics, everything. So, I mean, that goes up. It affects everybody.
The crazy thing is what I've heard is here in the United States, we have more oil than most countries and nations. Why don't we use our own oil?
We do. We have, after shale was discovered or fracking, we have a large amount of oil. I think going back to that leverage thing, I think that's what it is. I think we're very smart that way. Use everybody else's and then keep ours for the end. So, I mean, it makes sense. But that's why in this country, for the most part, we're very blessed.
Right.
And no matter what happens globally, we'll be okay. It'll affect us, but
so it's almost like we're keeping it in reserve. Worst case scenario.
Correct. Yeah. It's not like Japan, for example, has zero oil. Everything is imported. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that makes sense. So what about home prices? You know, because, a lot of people sometimes say, well, when are home prices going to come down? And they haven't. I mean, obviously, sometimes they'll come down a little bit, but not like, are we ever going to see I don't want to say an '08 crash again, but are we ever going to see, and what will cause us to really see like prices drop 10, 20, 30%?
I don't really see home prices dropping that drastically. I do see a little bit of a correction once inventory is correct. But I mean, after the housing crash in 2008, we just didn't build houses, especially here in Michigan, at the rate at which we did. And I mean, you have this effect right now, like I was talking about, where all these people are locked in. So, I mean, you have grandma and grandpa who don't want to sell their home because they're locked in at this 2%, even though they can barely afford the taxes. Right. So that's keeping inventory off the market. And the people coming in are gun shy because, again, going back to rates. And so, I mean, I don't really see a correction coming to that magnitude. Maybe about a 5-10% correction as prices start to somewhat stabilize. But, I mean, there's so much more at play.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, but again, if you don't own a home now, I would definitely have you talk to somebody, call Justin, call his team, like get yourself into a house. Like you need to, because you are just paying somebody else's bills and you have nothing to show for it. And
well, I mean, being in real estate, I remember when Joy and I bought our home in 2020, we thought we missed it. Like, because from 14, 15, 16, when the market started to rebound from the crash and prices began to just shoot up, like we bought our house in 2020 for $435,000.
Oh, that thing's worth a lot now.
It's worth $700,000 plus.
Yeah.
And it's only been it'll be 6 years in August. And it's like, it's grown that much in equity. And even back then and through now, people are just like, I'm just going to wait. Yeah. And what's happening is people are losing money by waiting.
Correct.
Even if you bought a house at a higher interest rate, the amount of equity people are building yearly, they're losing it.
Right.
So when are you going to get in? You got to get in now. Go buy a house now. Like you said, if you rent a house, you are paying 100% interest.
Right.
That's like the worst thing that you can do.
Worst thing. I mean, you talk to people too, and even when it comes to stocks, right? Like they say, I'm not going to purchase this stock until I see the price at X. And then every month, every year, S&P and the Dow, they continue to outperform.
Yeah, it's not going down.
It's not going down. These companies are getting bigger. And so, I mean, if you like products that you use on a day-to-day basis, Sony, this camera is Sony, Coca-Cola, like just buy a few shares. It's, and in a few years, your money's going to appreciate. And so what? You didn't get in when it first opened, but at least you're in now.
Right.
Take advantage.
Yeah. I mean, is it greed? Is that what causes people? Like, what is it that causes someone to say, like, I'm not going to get in. I want prices to come down. They don't come down. You're having the same conversation 2 years later, and you're just missing. Like, is it fear? Is it greed? Like, oh my gosh, I didn't get in at like Bitcoin, right? All the people that were like, oh my gosh, I didn't get in here. But then the people that even got in at 20 grand got to like 100 grand, or the people got in at 80 when it went to 150. Like, what do you think really is it? People are afraid of risk? Is it? I mean, what is it?
I think with our current culture, it's more so the story. Like everybody wants the story of I got in at this point and I made it big. Like they want that.
Everybody just wants to
quick
make
hit.
it big. Yeah, the little bit is not enough.
Right. So maybe it is a little bit greed, but I think it's greed, not really understanding what they're doing. And I mean, I don't know. I guess you have to just take a step back. Like you're never going to be able to do anything perfectly. And I think the culture that we're in just kind of pushes that, right? For no reason.
Right.
And just do whatever you have the means for, do what you can do.
Yeah. It's like that book called Atomic Habits.
Yes.
Where the guy talks about 1% better every day.
That's it.
Like we don't want 1% better every day.
Right. You want 100% better, but you want to put in 1% effort, which is like, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. And just doing something every day, even if it was, I'll start saving money when I can actually stock away $100 per paycheck, rather than saying I can do 10 right now.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna wait till but then it's like it's like a mindset.
It's a mindset thing
that we really struggle with. So,
yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that we got an idea on where the market is, but I want to talk about you now.
Okay.
I love this beard, bro. Like
Thank
when
you,
I see your beard, I think you have the nicest beard.
Thank you.
Man, so what do you do to make it look like that, bro?
So let me tell you something.
Because I know it's not just you just wake up every day and it looks like that.
So I've started balding, if you guys didn't notice, and it's very frustrating. You
wear it well though, bro.
Thank you so much.
Seriously,
Thank
you really
you.
do.
Thank you. As far as my beard goes, I mean, I'm very blessed. My beard, this has taken me maybe a year to grow. I contemplate getting rid of it all the time because I can bring it back very easily.
I feel like it's like the James Harden beard, bro.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you.
Solid, bro.
But as far as taking care of it, I mean, shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, and then that's pretty much it.
You like
Just keep
comb
it
that
clean.
thing out and all that,
Oh
bro?
my gosh, I have so many combs.
Yeah, exactly. I knew it wasn't just you wake up and it looks like
No,
that, bro.
no.
You take care of that.
No,
thing.
I've always said, like, if I had a full head of hair, there would be a minimum 20, 30-minute hair routine for sure. Without a doubt.
Man.
Thank you.
So you're going to a networking event tonight.
Yes.
So let's talk about your business, man, because you've been in the game for 20 years.
20 years, long time.
And this year you got some big goals.
Yes, big goals.
You want to crush some big things.
Yes.
Where do you see things for you, like not just this year, but like what are your goals? What is your vision? What are you trying to accomplish, let's say over the next 5-10 years?
So I think a mistake that I made that I realized late, which I'm correcting now, is coaching. I think coaching is a very, very valuable thing that a lot of people don't take advantage of. And so I've joined a coaching program.
Yep.
And I believe somebody holding you accountable to your goals is very, very important.
So important.
And from a long-term perspective, I see better systems in place.
Yep.
Not so much so I can get out of the day-to-day because I just enjoy it, but mainly delegating so that I can take in more and be more effective.
Yeah.
Right now, I feel I spend more of my time on the minutia, and I need to be spending more of my time on the big picture.
Yep.
As far as the next 2 to 5 years, getting out of the micro things that I'm doing and thinking more 10x is where I'd like to be.
That's solid.
Yeah.
And I think we all, especially as salespeople, we all eventually hit that point because we usually, when you're doing it, you're doing everything.
Yes.
And then you're like, okay.
You just have a control thing.
Yeah.
You're just giving up the control.
Oh,
is
it
what
is.
the issue
It's hard.
is. Yeah.
It's hard. But then once you can really delegate certain tasks, you can take on more.
Yes.
Like you said. And focus really on what you enjoy the most.
And what's the most important.
It's
going to move the needle.
Absolutely. Right. Outside of doing loans, you also have some hobbies.
I have some hobbies.
Okay, you do jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
And you guys are up how early in the morning doing that?
So ideally about 6 a.m. And then Sundays. But I did miss jiu-jitsu today. I needed some sleep, so I took advantage of that.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with
Nothing wrong with that. You also like to cook.
I love to cook.
Talk to us about what got you into cooking and what do you love to cook? Like because every time we go to the office over at Nextdoor Lending the first of every month to do prospecting days, and man, like Vince always like brings me by his desk and gives me like homemade cookies. He brings in like, what was that one? I think it was
the meat rice.
Was it mole?
Yo, no, you had
you made
it was chili.
Chili.
Yes.
Oh, the chili. Like,
the chili.
There's always something.
Yes.
Bro. Talk about it.
So I think diet and nutrition is more important than anything. I think going to the gym is more mental than physical. And if you don't put the right food in your body, then it's
just a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. Yeah. And in the last 3 weeks, I have made a commitment to no refined sugar, and I've done well. And yeah, so I love cooking because I get to control what goes into it. It's more of like a hobby and a project and science. So it intrigues me. Baking is actually one of my favorites, which is kind of funny because it's math and it's very precise. So yeah, I just like to control what goes in.
So wait, no more cookies?
No, we got cookies. I just don't eat them.
Okay, so you'll make them still.
Yes,
but you won't eat them.
Correct.
But can you make cookies without refined sugar?
You can do it without a lot of things, but I mean, is it really a cookie at that point?
But is monk fruit refined sugar?
Monk fruit,
or stevia?
I mean, I don't know if it's not a sugar. I would say it is.
Is it refined though?
I mean, it's got to be refined at some point.
It's got to be. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, like yes, I could probably explore alternate ingredients and keep my my fixes where they need to be. But at the end of the day, if you're going to indulge. The big thing I say is ROI, return of intent. So like you eating this cookie, what is it doing for you? If it's going to fix you in the moment and then you're done with it, enjoy the cookie, right? Yeah. But I mean, don't try to make an alternate and then try to eat that every day, right?
Right.
Just go all out.
Well, I will have a confession that I make.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the Feastables? Did I ever tell you about those? I gave you one, right?
Feastables, delicious.
Listen, I eat a Feastable every day.
That's beautiful.
And it's just the two little, like, it's the smaller ones.
And you enjoy it. It's your happy place.
Bro, they just taste, and I'm not even a candy or a sweets guy.
Yeah.
But when I get home after a long day and I can just drop a peanut butter Feastable in my mouth, bro, I'm like,
this is good. Life is good.
It doesn't matter what happened throughout the day. I'm like,
this is fun.
This is good.
Beautiful.
Man.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's return on intent, right?
Yep.
So if it's going to be your mindset thing and you're done after that, enjoy
that's all it is. So
that's
I'm not like smashing 15 packs, but
right.
They're good, bro.
Yeah, don't have guilt if you're going to enjoy yourself.
And I don't, and that's the thing. You know, and I've been learning that, you know what, if you're going to do it, do it.
Yes, and enjoy yourself.
But don't do it and then beat yourself up because you did it, because then what's the point?
Bingo.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
So
spot on.
Yeah. Well, I always enjoy having you in. Any final words? So if someone's a real estate agent right now, or even a home buyer listening right now, drop a nugget.
Well, I mean, before I even drop a nugget, I just want to say for you, your weight loss journey, you look fantastic.
Been working on it, man.
I know you look
definitely
great.
At it, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
As far as like to drop a tip, I mean, don't give up on yourself. You're a lot better than what you think. Continue making content. Put yourself out there. Get the reps in.
Yep.
Join coaching of some capacity.
Definitely.
Work on yourself primarily first, and then everything else will just come to you.
Period. Yep. I always say, if you're moving forward and you're not stagnant or you're not moving backward, you're moving in the right direction.
Correct.
Yep. Even if it is just 1% every day.
Just a little bit, just improvement.
Yep. Appreciate you.
Be better
man.
always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So glad you're here, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Looking
having
forward
me.
to having you back on again soon.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Guys, if you appreciated the show, go show Vince some love. How can people get a hold of you? Honestly, even if a buyer's listening right now, he's a part of Nextdoor Lending. We want you to do business with Vince. How can they get a hold of you?
So Justin shared the main number. You can call me directly.
Yep.
It's 248-983-3011. You can email me, vincent@nextdoorlending.com. My Instagram is Lone Lovin. You can find me on there. Find me on Facebook. Justin can attest. I answer my phone pretty much every hour of the day.
Yeah. And if you do a deal with him, he might bring you cookies to the closing
Very
table.
true. Or ice cream.
Or I haven't had the ice cream yet.
We'll hook you up with the ice cream.
Let's go. Well, guys, again, feel free to drop a comment, reach out to us, let us know that you appreciated the show. You can hit the subscribe button here on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. Feel free to follow me on social media at the official Justin Ford. Before we wrap up today, I do want to remind you that, guys, Vince and the Nextdoor Lending team are not just sponsors of the show. This is our preferred mortgage lender at the Justin Ford Real Estate team. We entrust all of our buyers with them. Over 1,000 5-star reviews, a perfect Better Business Bureau rating, and cookies that'll beat anybody else. I can assure you of that. Guys, if you're a buyer and you're looking to purchase, get pre-approval, reach out to Vince and the Nextdoor Lending team. If you're an existing homeowner looking to refinance, maybe take some cash out, consolidate some things like Vince said, call over it to Nextdoor Lending. Guys, if you're a real estate agent looking for a great mortgage lender partner, just like I am, call Vince and the Nextdoor Lending team over at Nextdoor Lending at 888-885-3667 or visit their website at nextdoorlending.com. Two things I always like to leave you with. Number one, it's not how you start. What matters is how you finish. And number two, with God, all things are possible. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.